Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another nerdy talk show where we talk nerd. There are times when we have those moments where the unexpected things go on, and in these points at times is where you lose a lot, or something like that. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. The last time we ever had to talk about something like this was 2 years ago when the legend that was Stan Lee passed away. But now we sit here realizing that we got another one down that was taken from us real soon. Mr. Chadwick Boseman, aka Black Panther. Now I haven't seen a lot of his work, but from what I have seen, I loved his ability of being able to portray these historic figures such as Floyd Little, Jackie Robinson, James Brown, freaking Thurgood Marshall. The guy had mad talent, and it was just a privilege seeing him perform as Black Panther, becoming that hero to many people, many children, be it any color skin, any race, whatever. But the fact that we have to talk about tonight about his early passing is a very solemn opening to this. I assure you the stream's going to get a lot better, but I have that poster in the background for a reason, just in his honor. So, yeah, I want to introduce my host tonight there. My co-host tonight, I am joined with Justin Jablonski, Kuma, and Bruce Carr, No Ordinary Balloon Man. Good evening, gentlemen. To the show.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yep. Bruce, you are speechless. I can.
Oh, sorry, I just oh, you know that project thing that I was telling you about? I'm talking with the gentleman now, and if I have permission, would you want him to be able to be on the show too? Maybe a little bit later, and if no, that's okay.
I kind of didn't really have anything planned for guests. Usually with guests, I kind of need a 2 week in advance notice. If you want to get him on the stream a couple weeks from now, you can. I would love to have a person there. Who is he? Talk about your friend.
Well, his name is Alan, and him and I have been actually talking about creating a web comic series about shark people, which is one of the reasons why.
Kenny Graham.
What?
As you can see, I'm feeling awesome today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we traded a net for this.
And yes.
So are you the shark on Wall Street?
Up there are feeling thirsty. I am definitely a tall glass of water.
Beautiful. Can you tell me how
Can
you at least tell me how your relationship with Lava Girl is? It's a very out there reference, I know.
I would say that they maybe have a bit of a relationship, but who knows? And let's see. He definitely said he would. Said that it would probably be best in a couple weeks to be able to talk with him. That'd be awesome. But we came up with the idea because we're both huge fans of sharks and environmentality, and so we want to be able to make a show that's about it'll have a bit more complicated plot and antics and like deep emotional things with it as well. But it's also going to be mostly a comedy, and well, the main characters are shark waifus and husbandos.
Cute. And they're all sharks. It's just a colony of sharks.
Majority of them are sharks, but the main character's a human. His mom's a human for reasons, and there's a few other human characters as well. In fact, one of the ways that we're actually going to be slowly getting to where we have enough material for the show is we're going to be making another like bi-weekly show where we have two different characters who are roommates who talk to each other, and they would slowly build the world through all the conversations that they have, and eventually have one of the characters from the show be one of their roommates that they see every once in a while, but then he finally brings them into everything.
Okay.
And we've been able to get all the characters written out, but only a couple of them have concept art. But I can definitely show you one of them. Would you guys want to see one?
Sure.
Sure.
I'm game. I like concept art. I like art and conceptual art. The concept of art, the art concept.
Do have concept of art.
I concept. I mean, I'm trying to see if consent.
There we go.
Concept. Okay, how are you showing this to us? Oh, you're just showing on the phone. Okay.
I'll show it on phone. This is one of them. This is Mary Lou. Mary Lou. She is a.
Oh, I did not expect her to
she
look
is a whale shark. Yep, she's a whale shark, and even when she's as her quote human type form, she's very big. She is 6'9".
Very well developed.
Oh my gosh.
And one of the things that I thought about with her is making so that she's many whale sharks do not have the best eyesight, so anything that's less than about 1.5 feet, smaller than her, he constantly wants to pet.
Is that like
She
a
thinks
running
they're
joke?
cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah. It's a running joke, and then if they're really short, like if they're less than 5 feet, she's like, "Oh, you're so awesome! I love you. Oh, do you need a mama?" It's like, I'm 35 years old. Oh, I'm good boy. Because she can't actually see very well, and they have glasses made for her, but she doesn't really like wearing them.
Yeah, it sounds like the same person that Cruiser gets with his cat.
And then there's a lot of other different characters, like the actual main lady character is her name is Shemi. Mrs. Burr. And she is a
let me just put that on full screen for me right there. Yeah, there we go. He's got some good concept there.
She's an ancient shark lady, actually in the millions. She's very but she don't look that old because she's got powers of the earth. Explain later. But I will definitely say, my friend and I have been working on it.
It's good. Is he like doing the art?
And I'm sorry it took so much time. It's been keeping my mind busy.
That's good. But has he been doing the art, or is it your work?
I also think we should bring everything back. He's the artist. I'm mainly the writer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mostly because he is from Argentina.
Oh, an Argentinian partner?
With that being said, though, he is quite an awesome gentleman.
Nice, man.
And he is really, really cool. So, there's a chance that we might even have some stuff with some voice acting in it.
Nice, man. Man, get start to practice the voices.
With that being said, though, yeah, might actually ask to see if any of you guys might want to be able to join.
I'd be happy to. That sounds nice.
Yeah, I'd like to hear Kuma's voice come out of a shark. It's like my number one dream.
Oh wait, I would say maybe dang. I don't know why. I've been really interested in manatees recently because of Comedy Central has made this little show that's on their YouTube called Lofi, and it's really good.
Oh.
Yeah, Lofi, like Loafy, and it's just been pretty funny as hell. It's about a pot dealing manatee that lives in New York City Zoo.
That sounds magnificent.
I still have to see that. I think Cruiser might
Yeah,
know
look it up,
Comedy Central.
Look it up. It's really funny. Like the episodes aren't like that long. They're about like 10 or 15 minutes or something like that. And then like the rest of it is like them telling about like the concepts of like everything that made the episode. And it's pretty fun.
I hear ya.
Sounds magnificent.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'd like to see Kuma's voice come out of a shark.
But
that or a piece of plankton. I don't know why.
That'd be cool.
Screw that. Make him the
I
shark.
always did like.
Make him the shark. Make Jablonski plankton. Make him just a random piece of plankton.
I always did hearing Robert De Niro's voice coming out of a shark in Shark Tales.
Oh, Shark Tale.
Actually, I am curious. No. There's a couple interesting characters that might be able to work for that. Like, there's one that's named Sambito, and we want to be able to make some concept art with him because he's one of the funnier people. I saw kind of as an antagonist, but becomes friends, and he's obsessed with the human world because the underwater city where most of the sharks are from, Aquilita, is a place that is mostly, everything is not where everything is with the world, but he finds out about the human world because a cell phone happens to drop, many meters down, and of course it doesn't work well there, and a lot of things are crushed with it. But when he brings it inside of the town of the little city, the energy from the earth actually heats up the cell phone again, and thus it's able to work. And it has over 700 hours of nature documentaries and of YOLO videos. So he learns about the world outside, about the nature and about all the different kinds of animals, and he also believes that that the human's way of showing dominance and communicating is through dabs and flosses. And he doesn't understand. There's so many things he does not understand. Like, main character takes the time to explain everything to all the other sharks, but because for the longest time he's an enemy, but then he does eventually become friends with them. It takes him a little bit extra long to learn things. One of my favorite lines that I actually came up with was, I feel shame. So much shame. I grabbed the wand. Strange square wand, and I pressed it. I pressed one of the dials on it, and the human upon the screen fell to his doom. I feel so much shame. Dude, you know that's a video game. It probably had multiple lives. In the 1 year older.
Yeah, when do you expect when do you expect your project to go live?
Hopefully the first episode will be done sometime next year.
That'd be great. Great, I'm glad you got yourself a good project you're working on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think that I'm talking with him real fast. I'm going to tell him Oh, and he is saying it's a podcast going out, sir. You can talk about it. Hooray!
Mm.
And I want to let you know as well, friend, in a couple of weeks, if you'd like to, you can get to join the podcast because everybody here thinks you are awesome.
Hey,
I was telling them about everything, and everybody is all like, woo.
If you want to watch, if he wants to watch it,
Exclamation point.
I have it linked on your No Ordinary Blue Man Facebook page.
Do that, or is there a way that I could have him be in could you let's see.
Like I said, I can't bring in any guests on right now, man.
Would you be able to no, that's okay. Would you be able to send me a link?
I can quickly do that. Let me just put that up my.
That way you can see it?
Yeah, let me just send you a quick link there. I just got to get on my FaceTime. There's face cam there. Oh my god. So with the subject in the way, with the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman,
I apologize. I don't know how much
I'm trying to send it to Bruce, but it's oh wait, I'm pressing the wrong button. I am such a freaking idiot. To put it simple, I was in
actually, as far as that goes,
Hmm?
Chadwick was really a magnificent actor in every imaginable way.
Yeah.
I was not only excited about how well he brought Black Panther to life, but also an African samurai.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
Who's that guy?
there's so many incredible things that were going to be done with it, and yet now it can't be done.
So,
Oh.
aside Black Panther, was that the other thing you knew him as was the African Samurai?
That was one of the only other things that I knew. I've seen that he has been in many other things, and it's my fault for not knowing as much about it because I feel like probably should know. Because I mean, his work, like even just being in that movie itself, he is absolutely magnificent.
He will always be. Jablonski, what do you think? Like, aside from Black Panther, were you familiar with any other of his works?
Not really.
You were only familiar with the Panther? I mean,
Huh?
you were only familiar with the Panther only, or like?
Honestly, yeah. That's really honestly all I am familiar with.
I mean, what can you talk? What can you say about this performance? Like, what can you say about it? Like,
It would have to be that he brought emotion to the table and actually acted out the character as an actual character, not like some cardboard cutout. Which, granted, MCU had not had much of an issue with that, but still.
well, Kuma, what about you? Like, was there any other films that you saw him in, or anything like that? Like, in terms of Boseman?
I actually did see some of his movies, and I actually didn't know it was him until like when I looked it up like after Black Panther, because I didn't know who Chadwick Boseman was, or I didn't specifically know him or anything like that. And he was in the movie Get On Up, like where he plays as James Brown.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that. His portrayal of James Brown was incredible.
Like I only seen parts of that one, and I also seen parts of Message for the King or From the Kings. It's one of those.
I've heard of that movie, but I did not know about him being James Brown. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
like I only caught I want to say the middle of it, I think. But it was pretty nice.
Yeah, the guy did have a good idea of being able to portray these people. It was crazy.
Okay, it is a Message from a King, and yeah, like the other thing also, like it's right here on his IMDb page is that he also plays characters where the name fits him kind of well as well too.
What do you mean by that?
Like in Message from a King, like the names, like kind of like I don't know why I always do find names interesting. That's also just because like my name's literally 2 letters, so like I'm always interested like in knowing how people either got their names or how their names kind of fit them in a way. And like some of them, like in some of the movies he was in, like the names that he had, like I could see him having those names. Like in Message from a King, he goes by Jacob King.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I could also see I could see him being a James Brown.
Yeah, him as Jackie Robinson was actually a pretty good portrayal of the first African American baseball player. Have you seen what he looked like in the movie? He looks almost close to the actual dude.
That's what I've been.
I'm sorry?
No, I was saying that I remember hearing the name before, and that was actually where I'd heard it.
Jackie Robinson?
I had never seen the movie.
I haven't either, but I've seen parts of it. But yeah, he actually did have a good spitting image to him. So I just want to also throw this out here, considering this news was revealed. If what I'm reading here is correct, he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016, which eventually progressed into stage 5. Is that what the numeral IV is? 5? For 2020.
If it's like a V and a 1 before it, it's 4.
Okay. I don't know why he would keep it quiet. Maybe it was not to worry the fans or anything, but the fact that he had to go through multiple surgeries and all this chemo treatment, he was still working on films. He was working on Marshall, Defy Bloods, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and all these other films. This guy filmed Endgame. Whether you like it or hate the film, I know Jablonski's not a fan, but whether you like or hated the film, the guy filmed during Endgame. He filmed during Infinity War, a movie that had a lot of moving from the Black Panther. I'm going to say that. I mean, aside from Black Panther, but you know what I mean. The guy, here's the thing. I have a girlfriend whose dad is going through some cancer treatment right now, and he was still going to work during the cancer as well, and that's a guy I can respect. That's a guy I can fully respect right there. The fact that he's still willing to go out during this state and just doing what he does, be it for entertaining the fans or for his family. The guy is a wonder. He was a wonder of what he was doing and clearly had some devotion to his work. And the fact that I just came on my father rushing in my room last 2 days ago saying that he died, I immediately rushed over to the Marvel forum. I believe it was on the Discord, and the comments were all over the place. It was crazy. Of course, Jablonski was already way ahead of me on that news because, he's Jablonski.
After Kuma mentioned it, I looked it up and oh fuck.
Kuma mentioned it first? You got it from Kuma?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the chat. Hold on.
Oh yeah, in our chat, the Shadeside Studios chat, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. I just saw Jablonski throwing that GIF again. Bruce, if you go to the general chat of Shadeside Studios, you can see see where he was mentioning it. It's straight.
Yeah, I just went Chadwick Boseman, aka Black Panther, is dead, guys. Like that's what I put it.
I know we're being solemn tonight, but that's the reason why. It just hits you out of nowhere. I mean, it's just...
Yeah,
Genuinely?
I just saw a post on Facebook from a friend, and I thought it was because she was watching the movie and the scene where he gets thrown. I thought she was at that part, and I was just oh, she's probably watching the movie, but I noticed she didn't put the title or anything like that, and she'd usually do that, and I was oh, and then I scrolled right under it. You see an article that said actor Chadwick Boseman dies. I was oh, okay.
How old was he? In his 40s? His mid to late 40s?
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Hold on, let's see here.
I'm absolutely amazed by him.
43.
43.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I do want to also point out here some stuff that was actually done with responses. It's been a lot of people there with Naya Rivera and Kobe Bryant also being taken this year. One of the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, current running for the presidential race, actually paid their tribute on Twitter. Biden writing, "The true power of Chadwick Boseman was bigger than anything we saw on screen. From the Black Panther to Jackie Robinson, he inspired generations that showed them they can be anything they want, even superheroes." As for Kamala Harris, sad to mention, to put in the light here, Boseman's. I apologize if I keep pronouncing his last name wrong. His final tweet was surrounded her, praising her for her being Biden's choice.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, on August 29th, I'm reading this from the Wikipedia article. The tweet from his family on his account that told his death became the most liked tweet ever on Twitter on August 29th. It obtained 6 million likes in 24 hours. And the Major League Baseball and the Los Angeles Dodgers, who that Jackie Robinson was part of that Bossman, apparently he died conveniently on Jackie Robinson Day, 7 years after playing the role.
Damn.
Yeah, it never gets any. Yeah, no, it's getting worse. Just clearly seeing that you made an impact on someone. Like, I remember 2 years ago when Stan Lee died and how it affected everybody there. Everybody couldn't stop talking about it for a month. I remember us on Ants talking that we got a chat thing here. Hey Twiley, how you doing? Twiley X360, it's for realsy, says, well, I'm finally back here. Welcome back. I remember when we did I remember when we did the stream when Stan Lee died, and us just talking about the memories there. It was easily one of the most solemn streams I ever did. Did really put a lot of effect into it. I had a good conversation with the chat and everything. But seeing someone else, another hero in the Marvel universe, just fall like this is really a big one. Really a big one indeed. I'm never going to be able to watch that scene from Infinity War ever again the same way. But, it's... I wish I could say more.
There was actually a tweet that I saw. Not a tweet, an Instagram that I saw that actually brought a smile to my face about that. It was action figure versions of both Stanley and of Black Panther, of Chadwick without the mask on. And it said, "Stan, was I a good Black Panther?" I said, "No, you were the best Black Panther." And I can in all honesty say, having seen many Marvel comics and Marvel cartoons, he brought the character to life in a way that truly not only made him relevant to today, but just made him truly a real person, one that people could genuinely aspire to. And we need somebody like him. We needed somebody like him, especially during everything that's happened. I mean, especially after everything with the quarantine. There's so much negativity that had gone on. And seeing a story of just how amazing Chadwick was, and the inspiration that he brought to people, truly is an immense tragedy has happened. And I, for one, feel like I know they were going to be making the second Black Panther movie, but I feel like they should not do that without him. They can probably maybe do something kind of like what they did in Star Wars with using maybe some B-roll of him, or like maybe later appearances, but nobody else should ever play Black Panther on on
Yeah,
the cinema.
there is a in
Because
the comics there it is his sister does take up the mantle for a while, but like I don't know if she becomes the queen though.
Jablonski was talking about that earlier, about that there was actually a fan debate petitioning that right now, like whether she should be taking over. Jablonski, how did it go in the comic, basically?
I can't remember the entire thing, but essentially there was a stint where Shiri would take over as the Black Panther. However, I believe she lost it because she still had to fight for it technically.
Of course.
But in the movies, it might be a little bit different. There are a couple routes that they can take it.
I mean, considering they got the Marvel What If series
So
coming
they have
up.
to. What ifs are not canon, so
I know.
Oh yeah, I was just looking up as well too, like what were the movies that he did in like in the start of 2016.
Jace, shut up.
The first one that it has on here listed is The Gods of Egypt.
Yeah, he played Thoth.
oh,
Yeah, and that was the first one he was doing in 2016. It says. Then it was Civil War, Message from a King, Marshall, Black Panther, Infinity War, Endgame, and yeah.
And there was a viral picture.
I will definitely say,
You got the floor.
Hmm?
You got the floor, Bruce.
sorry. Looking back at Black Panther 2, it's genuinely an Academy Award-winning film, and it won the Academy Awards for the music and for the costume design, which are truly incredible. But I still feel like his performance and also Michael B. Jordan should have actually been at least nominees for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor, because they both brought such authentic capabilities from the comics of those characters to life.
I agree. Michael B. Jordan was amazing in that movie.
I was afraid of it was. And it's so crazy when it's a person that you've never actually met, that you can tell through everything that they've shown, even in candid conversations, candid interviews, you can tell that he is such a genuinely kind and
also the fact
inspiring
that
person.
people right now, like there are other people who are missing him based off of a difference on knowing him. Like we're missing him based off of him being an actor. When there's like you have his family who are missing him, like as a son, brother, like husband, and all like that. Like just how he made people feel, and just overall everyone who just loved watching his movies, just bringing them in, and like that's like relating things as well too, like, and that's how we're just seeing him. We just saw him as the actor and like everybody following on media, but yeah, there's like other people who are thinking about like like what they were to him. I remember like I think Robert Downey Jr. made a tweet about something.
Everybody did, man. Everybody did. The guy, apparently, I actually got an article. I was looking him up here. He was also visiting terminally ill children during the during his cancer treatments. There was a video I saw like a long time ago of him giving a really good speech at Howard University for the graduates, considering he graduated from the same university. It's worth checking out here. He really did good. He was a good speaker in that one there. I also want to point out here that these two viral images of these two kids, Unfortunately, I do have to promote TMZ in this this frickin' thing, but I don't know if you guys saw these images of these two children, but um, they basically went on the web all day on Twitter. I'm going to show you these images here of these two children. Just gonna put my face on full screen here.
Is it on general?
Huh?
Oh, I remember that.
Where's it at?
Oh, it's in the video. It's on the screen.
Yeah, I'm showing it on the to my camera. Of the two kids giving the Wakandan salute.
It's like two.
Although your camera has remained.
It's like two kids that have like their action, like all their little superhero figures in circles, and then like you have a Black Panther figure in the middle of all of them, and basically like having them all like giving him a little memorial. It looks like.
Yeah, the kids.
And like the little kids are also doing
Wakanda Forever.
the Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, it's a.
Mm-hmm.
What I find that interesting was how much he became a hero to the children that saw this movie, be it like any children of any race, and honestly, but like it's interesting when you see like a hero up there that you can relate to like personally, be it like with any physical differences, mental differences, like anything like that. It's kind of like with Bronies and My Little Pony, how they like relate to that character. Just having
and like
somebody...
I bet like we all each have a superhero we like as well too.
Exactly. Like seeing a child like see that person or character in front of them, knowing that they know the struggle or feel like they're going through the same struggle, is just something it's amazing, really. It just shows that what you did was great. Just what you did an impact. There was actually a quote I saw by him. If you saw the opening of the video, I put a quote up that he said there. But I can't remember offhand. But I remember looking through his quote. One of his quotes was, I feel more accomplished that I became an action figure rather than getting a Golden Globe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, it's a lot to take in there when you see like someone, especially like a Marvel superhero, fall like that, and the impact he left behind. Because I remember when Black Panther came out, it was all over the place. People were not quiet about it, and like the thing about the character was, everywhere I looked, I didn't even know who this character was. I didn't know who the Black Panther was until this point. But the fact of, after learning what he did, who he was what he knew how to do, what he could accomplish, and like all maintaining that position of power as King of Wakanda, really, really struck my interest, honestly. Like, I was listening to a talk show, radio show called I think it was Monsters in the Morning. Shout out to them, good show, bunch of nerds talking. And he said as a kid he was really into Black Panther. Like, he was excited when he was in Civil War. It was a good time. And he just listed all those traits. It was just amazing. It's hard to... I apologize if I can't think of anything else to say. Just all the stress and emotions running into your head, if you know what I'm saying there.
Which superhero movie that y'all were excited growing up, like just to see, like which superhero that to you was excited to see was going to be in the movies? Like mine was actually the first Spider-Man movie, the Sam Raimi ones, with with Tobey Maguire and all like that. Like, the reason I liked it is because like I did grow up watching Spider-Man, the animated series, and just so happy to see like Spider-Man in the movies made it so much different than like how just sitting in front of your TV and then watching it on like your TV in cartoons, and just being like, you never expected like to actually just see it on, or like especially like a real life Spider-Man as well too, like that they would bring. Like, granted, I do love the other Spider-Man for like their styles and everything, because I mean, because granted, I will say Tom Holland is my like favorite, like of
Yes.
the like pulls off being best both Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
Sorry,
I will say I put Andrew Garfield in third though.
Yeah.
What about Miles Morales?
Andrew Garfield, I feel like was a good Spider-Man, not a very good Peter Parker though.
Oh, Miles Morales. I kind of keep that one
mm.
different since it's more animated. But like Miles Morales is like up there though.
Like I was talking to
That movie's phenomenal.
Like I was talking to Jablonski a couple of weeks ago. About every single time a Spider-Man movie comes out, everybody always saying like this is the best Spider-Man. They finally got it right. The thing about Spider-Verse was the fact that it's not the same Spider-Man, it's a different one, so they technically have to get a new character right and everything like that. It's just interesting though.
Well, Miles is not a new character.
Yeah.
By that I
No,
mean
he's
like
not.
a new Spider-Man, not the similar one.
He's
They're not doing Peter Parker, they're doing
Yeah,
He's not a new
and
Spider-Man.
let's not forget Peter.
Yeah, because I could say right now my nephews would probably grow up liking Miles Morales Spider-Man than I did growing up watching Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Well, then again, Miles Morales didn't appear till 2012, I think.
No, but I just mean like overall like which Spider-Man they might like the most is what I mean. Because it's also animated, and I would still say I do like the old animated Spider-Man as well too.
True.
So that would be something that'll be something always stuck with them.
I always loved Jameson.
Huh?
Jameson.
Was that your favorite
Right.
superhero growing that you could relate to, Bruce? Jonah Jameson? I gotta see. Is there fan art of Jonah Jameson as a superhero? Oh dear, here we go.
If he doesn't want to be famous, I'll make him infamous.
Oh my god.
And he does make a comment in like the video game.
You fool, that'll never work.
My son, the astronaut.
No,
It's my favorite one.
actually, growing up was stuff with Batman. I know that Marvel is what we're mostly talking about, but I was mostly a DC fan. But I will still say this: I love both Marvel and DC for very, very different reasons, and they both make some truly compelling and magnificent characters. And they, like I do remember watching both Batman the Animated Series and watching the thing that I watched more so that was the Marvel was X-Men.
Really?
X-Men, those are some extraordinarily well developed, beautiful characters. I mean, the animation was nowhere near the quality of the DC Batman that came out of the 90s, which that particular one that's just called Batman, not the Batman, or not Batman and Robin, but just called Batman. That one was a trailblazing animated series. Same thing with X-Men, because both of them were not afraid to go into the
Subject matter.
realm of being uncomfortable to some people because, subject matter.
Yeah.
They were not afraid of doing that because, it's a kid show. But no, they were more than willing to go into some very deep subject matter because of the fact that they knew that these characters had to be represented properly. They had to truly make them into the characters that they really were. And that, in all honesty, is what Chadwick did. He brought so much depth to that character that even in the cartoons that made them tried to be able to be very good with that, he genuinely made that character someone that you could see struggling, that you could see growing, that you could see genuinely making people realize that they can be more than what they could possibly be. And there's a Justin!
A wild cruiser appears.
Yeah, Cruiser there. Just for the sake of going back to that subject. Hey,
The wild cruiser.
Hey, Jablonski.
Hey,
Jablonski.
Yep.
Can you pay me in advance?
For what?
Oh my god, he didn't get the reference. I was trying to do that Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I didn't
God.
either.
Spider-Man 2, where Peter said, asked Jonah Jameson, can you pay me in advance? And he does that weird laugh. That, like, hell laugh. I think Kuma
The
did it for
only
like
weird laugh that I can recall off the top of my head is Titus's laugh from Final Fantasy X.
Does that make it any better?
Oh, that.
Yeah, we made a joke about that on Mystery Brony. Was that you that did that? Anti-Vits... Oh my god, this guy named Anti-Vitsims FW knows what I'm talking about. Oh my god, Anti-Vims...
Oh, that is my friend.
Oh, really?
It's him.
Hey, Anti, what's up?
That is him.
Now I know.
Hi.
Now I heard you guys talking about Chadwick and Black Panther before I came on. Now I have not seen the movie. There's a ton of movies I have not seen. Should probably get caught up on them. However, I do know that he brought a lot of joy to people with that movie and his role as the character. It is a very sad day that the Marvel Cinematic Universe lost an actor that everyone, at least a good chunk of people, enjoyed in that role. I don't know if they planned a sequel or not. I would assume they did, but I'm not quite sure who could replace him.
There
I
was...
honestly feel like there isn't anybody who could replace him.
There was a... Like we were discussing earlier, there is
Unless they go with...
There was a fan petition going out there saying that the Panther's sister takes over the role like in the comics. And also, Cruiser, you did actually see him in the role with Civil War, technically. I mean, like, I know that's not the movie, but you still saw him in Civil War. But I can understand if you don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the... No, I mean, I saw the character, that's for sure. I just didn't see him in his title movie.
Of course, that's a better way to put it. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like... I mean, but my God, he did not look sick at
Back in
all.
April, though, he did well. People were
He looked
about him.
I mean, he looked... I mean, for what was going on with him internally, he looked pretty healthy. Okay, so I see you have your dragon dagger.
Let's see if I can do this right this time. God damn it! Hold on.
I got it.
One.
And now
Okay, I had it
Squidward will
earlier
address
today.
the audience in A minor.
I can play it on my guitar. It's
Okay.
Wait, actually,
God damn it! I almost had it.
should I do it Starfinder?
It's that. Okay, there's like a little jump in between two. I can't get it right.
God.
Justin, should I do it
but doesn't it play the?
You almost got it.
Yeah, screw it.
Okay, now wait a minute. When I was a kid, the way the dagger acts, you just had to hold down one button. Do you actually have to press the sequence
In this
in order
one,
to
I
play
have
the
to press
riff?
sequence. However, I
Can you imagine that being the instrument of a band? What do you play? The dragon dagger.
Could you imagine if you just had the dragon dagger, you didn't know how to actually summon the Megazord or anything? So you're literally playing anything on there, then one day you just magically get the right combination done.
Oh fuck! That's what I like about it.
Oh! I found me a dragon sword.
It glows. Nice.
You know, I can do
selling the
that.
car. Oh yeah, Bruce can technically do it. So there you go.
But speaking of, it's kind of actually been like a Green Ranger weekend because not only did I get this in the mail, Jason David Frank, for those that didn't know, outside of him being the original Green Ranger, he's going around Texas doing a charity tour for local comic shops. And today he came to mine. So I got there at noon. I waited about 3 hours or so.
Now that's a soldier.
No, I've done crazier. My Guzma card that I got signed, I spent an entire day waiting.
Done that.
Well,
Excuse me.
well. Here's
He had a special going on specifically for comic shops for $120. It was 2 autographed items, a picture, and an autographed sticker, which I did. It's the first thing I got because it's easier to see.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I think that was for his Shattered Grid promo. I can't show you that or Unworthy, but I'm watching Unworthy, so
God.
I haven't seen all of it yet. And this has been a tradition for me: is that I get one of these. This is a legacy collection figure where they recreated the old '90s toys.
God, I remember that.
That's fantastic.
The glow kind of.
I can see the signature. I can see the signature.
Of course he did in green.
He actually does have paint markers with him.
Now, here's one for you. Like a year or two ago, I was delivering food at the hospital, and there was someone there up on the 5th floor, which at the time was reserved for birthing mothers. And there was the woman in the bed, the husband, and the checking their newborn, and the guy was actually wearing a Power Ranger shirt or the Green Ranger shirt. And at the time, I just met Jason Frank. And the guy told the guy, he told me he's on his street team. And when normal street team, they give like a little swag for you to hand out to people. And he says that he'll come, that tomorrow he'll have stuff for me. Now, I thought, okay, yeah, sure. Because, what are the odds? This guy could be gone by tomorrow. But to my surprise, he actually held up his... he did what he said. Yeah, there's this flyer here for something called My Power Morphin Life that has a signature.
That's his web series.
This card from the first movie.
Yeah. Wow.
And these 2 stickers.
Sweet.
God, it's-
Okay, so story with him too. He actually, I don't know if he still runs it, but he does own a dojo. And yeah, and he actually lives in Texas.
I think the Red Ranger does too.
I don't know about the Red Ranger.
I do know.
Me and Evan did meet him.
Did we?
Which one?
Very nice guy.
Because I'm talking about the original. I'm talking about Austin St. John.
We met him.
Not.
Yes, that's one that we met at TubuloCon.
But with this, 3 down, 2 to go.
Awesome.
Nice.
Too bad you can never get Trini's signed.
I know. No, I'm missing David Yost and Amy Jo Johnson.
I remember when
In the Ranger collector circle,
Mhm.
the saying goes when trying to get her autograph, you better be Canadian.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, apparently she really leaves for the States.
I met her a few years ago at Florida SuperCon.
Really?
They had both her and Jason.
Yeah, I got to get the 2 figures for those 2, and then they'll come to get them signed. I hate upsellers like a motherfucker. Okay, so for 2 of those figures I'm missing.
Backing away
what?
slow.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Show me a
You
picture of this. Spinning this.
But anyways, yeah, for 2 of the figures, the 2 that I need, people were asking for $70. And I'm sitting there I can do 40, 50 if you include shipping.
and these are the ones that have the flip up helmet thing.
Yeah, it's where you hit a button and it'll go.
Yeah, I used to have one of Austin St. John when I was a
I used
kid.
to have
Okay.
one of the one I remember at least was Blue Zeo.
I used to have the Green Ranger, but I didn't buy it. I found it on the school playground on the weekend.
Yeah, this one is eternally staying in the box, especially after I found out the border along the plastic, the border along with the plastic is starting to peel off.
Oh,
Oh yes, that's a good idea to keep it isolated.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So yeah. After I get this sign, is to remain in the box, is to stay in the box. I am not taking it out because it's going to go the way of the dodo more.
I'm trying to think if there was any collector's piece that I had that I never opened. At least something of that value, because I definitely have like. The Doctor Who's that you had signed by a bunch of doctors.
Companions, yeah.
Yeah, I remember at first you were going to have me take that to Tampa Bay MegaCon to have David Tennant sign it, but at the end,
I forgot.
you said no.
I had to forget.
Should I pick up my
change my mind?
What was that, Bruce?
Yeah, go ahead, Bruce. Show us what you have.
You just had to ask.
He wants to show his autographs.
You just had to ask.
Hey, come on! Like he rarely gets to come.
God,
He rarely comes on here.
I
his
have,
collection.
when Bruce comes back,
still...
when Bruce comes back, I know exactly what to ask him the moment he comes back before he shows his autographs, because I know
Okay.
Just watch this. While he's waiting there, why don't you talk about the new season cruiser?
Okay. I have to include Bruce in this, dude. You know that.
Also, I've been playing Fall Guys.
Phone guys.
Why?
Oh,
Everyone's been
Because
my
it's fun.
God.
It's fun. It's Fall Guys is really fun.
Gotta represent.
Oh,
I've been told that Fall Guys is
okay,
an
we got-
interesting game.
it is.
okay. We got party favor here.
As I still my spirit animal.
Is it actually?
Pepper Trunks.
Okay, wait. Now, is that signed?
No, it's just a book.
I wish very, very badly.
He doesn't want
I
to sign his own
very badly
autograph
that
on
it was,
something.
but there are other ones like
Okay, then Bruce, you're going to have to get with me after this because it was voiced by the same guy who did Double D, and I will be seeing him at next year's Evergreen Northwest.
Sam Vincent?
that sounds incredibly awesome.
Cool.
Yes, Sam Vincent is coming to Evergreen Northwest next year.
I got
So if
it.
you want him to sign that, then we're going
Actually,
to have
that
to
does
arrange
remind me of
something.
something that I've been in kind of a slump for a little bit, but I'm out of the slump, which is very, very nice. But I've been needing to get back in contact with Karen Ashley. She's the Yellow Ranger, and she's also the con head of Ranger Stop.
Oh my God.
And she's
Oh!
incredibly awesome. She was wanting me to be.
I've been wanting to go to Ranger Stop and Morphicon.
Yes. She was very much wanting me to be a guest. So, but unfortunately, when everything happened, it has to be for next year because she was going to be getting me, which would have been absolutely incredible. Because she was a guest at Tupelo Con and she remembered me and she was all like, I definitely want you to be a guest because you would be able to make some Megazords. I'm like, but
So anyway, show us what you got here, Bruce.
first, my Philo Bernhardt, who is insanely awesome gentleman of awesomeness. Got Ariel and Belle because worked on both those movies. Let's see. Story time, everybody.
Anti-Vit says, I open all my collection edition stuff
Popcorn
XD.
children.
Please do. And
Okay.
you are insanely awesome.
Okay, let's see here.
Attack on Titan.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, that was it. That's
Fine.
Bruce's.
Any of the awesome people of the English cast.
If you guys can't see that, that's basically
The thing that
Bruce's.
stinks is that this was supposed to be something that
That's Bruce's
it's
colossal
my
Titan.
colossal Titan made out
And
of
Aaron
balloons.
Yeager's holding
So it's
tacks.
called Attack on Titan. Which I will definitely say he's an insanely awesome gentleman. And I'll also to it. I mean, I do want to be able to keep this, but if it ever comes down to being a thing that you'd be able to auction off for a charity type thing, I imagine that probably could get some things. Of course, I'm promoting stuff from from the gala, although it's not showing up as well. But once again, Mr. Party Favor, having made all the balloons, and then other ones include what? Oh man, they're all coming down. There's a Tara Strong who's now sideways. I need to fix that.
Yeah, now who's under her? Because that looks familiar.
When did you get Terra
It's
Strong?
Pony Moon.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Sailor
nice.
Moon but Pony.
She is so incredible. Then
Dude, you
Of
need
course
to get
we
Cruiser
got,
to help you organize
got
your
some
autographs
stuff with
there.
Mega Man and the gala. Yes, you will need to help me because I struggle so hard with
In
keeping
Cruiser's mind right
everything
now, I'll
organized.
fill up the entire wall. You won't know what a wall is anymore.
At Phil Lamar, Samurai Jack, insanely awesome guy. I met him as
The same guy who did Reading Rainbow, right?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't him. That was that wasn't.
He's done so many different voices, ranging from Samurai Jack, Wilt, Green Lantern. Let's see let's see what's another good one. Static Shock, insanely awesome gentleman, and of course Lancey. There's a Lancey.
It's still on my wall, man.
Not helping out the Lancey.
You know, Discord is actually now played by Peter New on Pony Life.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like Peter New a lot. Peter New is awesome. Also, Sexy Mario.
Sexy
I miss
I remember that guy.
I miss Sexy Mario.
Yeah.
I miss
Look at how
Sexy
beautiful-
Mario.
I absolutely.
Look at how beautiful he is.
He is like I'll never forget coming up to his booth, and he was giving us the sales pitch of some of his products. It was hilarious. He goes, "If you sit on my lap, you get a special one up. I have his little figures here, so you can take a couple of inches home."
Fan art made of me. And of course, Incrim
Nice.
Senpai.
I heard y'all say Discord, and that reminded me.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah, man!
Yeah, I still have this.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Still freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
And your new Senpai.
Jason T. So that was some guy who deserved a lot more than what he got. I mean, I know he's because to be honest, I've always said to people like, look, if you really want to know the truth behind like episodes or stories, just ask those people. The voice actors don't know shit. Okay.
That's true.
Okay. Now who's the now?
Heavy weapon.
I am Cop.
Oh, heavy weapons guy, yeah. Oh, lightweight latex guy.
Lightweight.
I remember lightweight latex guy was easily one of my favorite things you made.
Okay, now we got Chun-Li here. That's a cosplayer.
I think that's
Yeah,
Yaya
yeah.
Han. Yep.
She's not just any cosplayer; she's the cosplayer. I got a quote from Bob Camp, the gentleman, one of the gentlemen who made Ren and Stimpy, and oh my god, I love Ren and Stimpy. And I'm almost done. Random fan arts that people made, including Color Chewie's thing that I love because that little girl was so nice. And only there. Oh, and then this gentleman here, Tomoto,
is there? He was
the gentleman who is the main animation director.
Oh yeah,
for
that's
Naruto.
right.
We were there. You were there.
Yeah, I was there. That was my first. What was the name of the convention again? Omni Expo.
Yep. Oh, and then
That was my
Ballard.
first one.
Tia Ballard's amazing because I love her in Fairy Tale and so many other different things. But she's such a nice lady. Robert Axelrod, may he rest in peace. Then
Now, who's this guy?
Dude, that's John Rhys Davies.
this guy is Gimli.
Yes, the light is obscuring the picture.
Oh, okay,
here.
okay.
So that's why I was asking.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And of course, this is from Japan. It's Sailor Moon Cafe. There's a cute. I think that's it. There's a couple more. Another Kathy Westluck.
Okay, that looks like Harry Potter
Yeah.
down there.
Cosplayer who's really good snip.
Yeah, I've met a couple of the Potter actors.
And then art trade. I'll just leave it at that.
Art trade.
Itron Con, which is my lady's first con she ever went to. Gump City Con, which I'm on there, but it's
Turn the page.
there's a lot. I will say that there was a lot of epicness with this con, a lot of really awesomeness that I loved with it. But things happened. And you still really
move on to the Bruce.
getting
Bruce, move on to the next one, just for the sake of that. Yeah.
and then
Seidale
Super
Cone.
Speedy CyberCon. They were really awesome.
I gotta check out CyberCon. Looks really good.
Musical I was in called Honk. And I think this one's one of the last ones.
Is that Marsden?
Yep. Marsden Senpai.
Oh, he was great. I loved him. Oh, there's Dana.
And a Schneider Senpai. And the best Senpai.
Still
Cummings
got him on the wall.
Senpai. Jim Cummings Senpai.
I have him on my
Yes.
wall.
I remember when I met him at the last Orlando MegaCon. I had him sign my Bump in the Night DVD box set, and he was thrilled that I not only knew that show, but I was having him sign something that was a bit more obscure. Because that show, despite having like maybe 30 episodes, only lasted for one season. Which is sad, because it was a full-on stop-motion animated show. And it was insane.
Okay, I'm sorry to stop this subject here. Bruce? Bruce? Oh, there's Eddie Deason, yeah. Bruce, I need you to do me a favor here. Going back to the Power Ranger thing, can you tell him, considering that you know the guy very well, I know, by the way, I know Jablonski's muted, but can you tell them about Sal's collection?
Oh.
Tell him about Sal's
Miss
collection. You gotta tell him about Sal and his collection of Power Ranger shit. This was insane.
Explain, Bruce.
Sal has all the Rangers. All the Rangers. He's got the Pokemon. He has beautiful glass shelves with the statues of them fully on display. And it just makes me go, oh my god.
He has fucking helmets.
Dream.
He has helmets.
I want my office to have that. The lady and I, whenever we do eventually get a house, we are going to make everything like very slightly nerdy, but then my room is where everything nerd swag will go.
Like my room.
And it'll be like that.
Got it.
So he does have all the things, all the beautiful things.
Yeah, like
And some things that are not so beautiful, like different kinds of scary masks. But with that being said, though, stuff is just magnificent in every possible way. And I miss Sal.
Yeah, so
I miss Sal a lot.
the guy owns
Sal-
a Nickelodeon orange
That
couch.
was awesome, though.
He owns a Snick couch.
Really?
Yes.
I slept on
Now,
it.
as Evan brought up, and I want to wait for Bruce to get back for this, Equestria Daily and also Hasbro has confirmed that, yes, there will be a G5 of My Little Pony. And it's actually going to focus around a new cast of characters. Now, if you see the article, it doesn't say if it's going to be the characters shown in the photo, which were like background ponies from G4. So, with that being said, what characters do you want to see
Scorpion.
in G5?
Scorpion.
Now, personally, one thing that Evan, please, like the delay is bad enough. Let me please get this out. Personally, I'm sticking with what I said to Silver Quill. I would like the main cast to consist of both mayors and stallions, because each approach a situation completely different. So I would like to see contrast each other, and of course, Bruce. But that's what I would like to see. As far as personality-wise, I'm the rocker. I would love to see a metal musician, but I know that's probably not going to happen.
Classic rocker might happen.
But you guys, go ahead and sit.
There could be a Steven Tyler pony.
It's like moving like that, big. Jablonski looks like he wants to murder something, or is he just frozen? Okay, there he goes.
I love being little ponies.
That's fine. I'm gonna be over here tagging Jablonski in pictures of oranges on Facebook. Have fun.
That's actually perfectly fine.
I love oranges.
Maybe I'll make it grapefruit.
I think it'd be interesting to see if, like, I'd like to see more like modern kind of tech used or something like that. Like
They're actually doing that with. They're actually doing that with Pony Life. The characters actually have tablets and smartphones.
so weird.
And speaking of, but I will say this: whenever they use tech in Pony Life, it is funny. Like, they were actually looking up their version of something called Scary Ravioli. Get it? Creepy pasta.
That's hilarious.
Scary Ravioli.
That's horrible and hilarious at the same time.
Because I think it was 3 or 2 weeks back when I was saying a long time ago. This was like I told Bright, like, I had made up an OC named Bright Idea as well too, who was an Earth pony related to my pony OC, related to my unicorn OC. It's just that since she's an Earth pony, since she can't do magic, she decided to develop a device to allow Earth ponies to try and use magic.
Oh wow!
That's actually really.
And
That's actually.
she got to go to Celestia's gifted school for magic theory.
And this was Erica's fanfic.
That's actually interesting.
Oh no! This was all my idea, basically.
You're gonna need Kuma. I'm gonna need you to have to talk to me sometime after the stream.
Sounds magnificent.
One thing I've actually often said, and this was like from the beginning of G4, is that I always believe that Trixie's character would have made more sense if she was an Earth pony.
I think that would have been a good, yeah.
Because like you're a unicorn, you can already do magic. Why are you doing stage magic? So it would make more sense if she, because Earth ponies don't have that kind of magic.
Yeah.
They have strength. So this is
and it can make things
And
grow.
we do have ponies that are like regular performers that are Earth ponies. Like, wasn't there like a clown as well too that like popped up?
Yeah,
She's
Yeah.
the Find the Stallions for song inside. What's about with her? She's boasting. That's what magicians do. That and trying to sell you stuff, you know.
There was also oh my god, what's the name of that one horse that who had the upside down horseshoe, which was bad.
Troubleshoes.
Troubleshoes.
Troubleshoes, yeah, because he did become a rodeo clown, so you could count that. But yeah, just something about I really think they made Trixie the wrong race. I think she should have been Earth Pony because it would have made more sense.
Like it was
that
just
she
to have like a contrast to Twilight for a bit. That's why, until they had to make a better one. I forgot who told me that because I totally thought it was just like they just redesigned and rebooted Trixie when they made Starlight.
It did. Starlight was so incredible. And her episode made this guy.
Yeah, they were just.
I love her.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, let's make her slightly more powerful than she actually is than Trixie, but also make her the ruler of a town.
You guys are making me wish more.
I
and more that
remember
I can get on
when
the
I
Brony show.
interviewed Brian Drummond, who was the voice of Double. What are you talking about?
What? Who, me?
Brony show?
Evan, what are you talking about?
There's a show online.
The Brony Show?
Yeah, there's this.
Yeah, what do you mean the Brony Show?
There's this podcast online called the Brony Show, which is like a big mystery Brony. They're like big mystery Brony theater fans. I've been trying to see if I can get on their show as a guest at one point. If you guys are watching this, call me.
Oh, okay.
You're not invited. I'm just kidding.
I remember when I was interviewing Brian Drummond, the voice of Brian Drummond.
Be invited.
God, I hate this delay.
Sorry.
When I was interviewing Brian Drummond. When I was interviewing Brian Drummond, who was the voice of Double Diamond, he said that he was getting interesting ship pics art of Double Diamond and Party Favor.
Oh.
And he's wondering what fans are thinking. It's like, I don't want to know what he's doing with those balloons.
I don't know. Bruce, what's he doing with those balloons?
Bruce, don't get any ideas.
Oh, one of my favorite made me laugh so incredibly hard was, you remember when he made the bridge?
Yeah.
There was another comic that was made that was in a Japanese style. Where, you see him there, and he goes, "She's getting away. Oh, I see he's making the balloons."
Yeah, I know. I've seen Bruce actually make the balloon binoculars that he uses in the episode. I just wish they would actually work. That's what I really want to see. But like the only way I can see that working is if you take a pair of existing binoculars, break them apart, and then wrap balloons around them.
Actually, it could work if it uses if it uses clears. Diamond clears are jewel tone balloons, ones that are see-through.
Oh, really?
With that being said, though, it can still probably make it work. Oh my god! It's the adorable pony version of Evan again. Adorable pony version of Evan.
He's not that adorable once you get to know him.
No.
I know he's ugly.
Then again, I think a lot of things are cute. In fact,
we've noticed.
Like, if Mr. N.T.S is still there, hello there, friend. he and I were talking a little bit earlier about the shark, the shark series that we were going to be making. At the same time, though, I talked a lot about that earlier.
Well,
but
I
maybe
wasn't
should
here for
talk
that, so
about
give me
right
like
now.
a brief synopsis.
In a world. Graham. Okay, but
I came back. What I missed?
basically it's about shark husbandos and shark waifus. That's the gist, but it's got a much more complicated plot than that, and also it's with environmentality and also with destroying stereotypes.
Going to be a little difficult because I will say a lot of true. I'm fat. I do love to sleep, man. Oh god, it feels nice. There's some truth to some stereotypes. Is all I'm saying.
Cruiser, this brings a bigger question. Who sleeps
true,
more? Who
but
sleeps
at the
more?
same time, it's like
Who sleeps more, Cruiser or the fans of Ants?
Me. We get the occasional call in.
I love you guys.
I'm off to dreamland here.
He forgets this entire thing existed the next day.
Although one of the shark ladies will actually have an eye similar to this one, as I gonna make her based off of a thrasher shark, who they're very large sharks, but they are by far the most adorable. Some of the most adorable sharks imaginable. And look at this shark.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Now, is your series actually going to... Now, are you actually going to be filming this with those shark costumes that you just showed us?
No.
Okay.
That's the open narration.
More style with some animations with it, and then this is one of the characters named Mary Lou, and she's a whale shark lady.
And she's stacked.
Yeah, she's very well developed.
Something tells me people are...
Puberty is
well.
kind.
You do, like, Rule 34 is going to be a blazon, okay? You do realize that. Nothing is...
I know.
Nothing is... speaking of,
That's why it's one of the reasons why we have both shark waifus and shark husbandos, so that way, even though gonna make it is PG, I think we got to make sure to represent for both the gentlemen and the ladies.
don't tell me what you plan on doing with the tail.
No. Well, for the most part,
And the cat walks by the camera with the tail in the air. That was good timing.
They try to hide the tail, actually. Usually, whenever they turn full human.
Okay, so these things will be
That's one of the things
anthropomorphic.
they usually try.
Anvis not Anvit
Although I will...
Anvit says I will make shark waifus, just you wait. :3.
I was actually...
You wait, just you wait.
Oops. I got out. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit of a hiccup there. Sorry about that, guys.
Deliver tray into this elderly woman's room. She's like maybe in her 70s. And I noticed that she has a copy of 50 Shades of Grey, the book, on her table.
Oh, what did I come back to?
I was delivering food to a patient. It was this elderly woman who was in her 70s, and she has a copy of 50 Shades of Grey on her table.
Oh my god.
And she has no problem displaying this thing. She goes, I don't care. And I'm like, isn't there an infamous tampon scene in this story? And she goes, yeah, it's the book.
It's not
And
like
she's
it's not like it's fucking Hustler that she has right up there.
Okay, but I'm going to let you fill the blank of what this tampon scene is, okay?
I can guess, but like again, it's just the book.
I know, but I'm like, but this is where it gets interesting. She goes, sir, let me tell you, there's stuff in here that'll make your head twirl.
Well, that was the thing. Wasn't 50 Shades of Grey like... wasn't it like originally a Twilight?
That's trying so hard.
That's what you do next. You go, try me.
Well, hold on. Because the story's not over. She goes, trust me, I go, wait, isn't there like a tampon scene in this story? She goes, when you're 73, you want a little extra oomph. It's like, but seriously,
are you missing in your life for that?
And she goes, yeah, what about it? I go, no kink shaming. No kink shaming. And it's like, oh, trust me. And that's when she says, there's stuff in here that'll make your hair twirl. And I go, I'm from the age of the internet. I've seen a lot.
Let the record show this was originally a Twilight fan fiction.
and she goes, okay, fair enough. like I have to go back to work again tomorrow. I'm hoping she's not there.
Oh no.
You want to know what my favorite part of the book was?
I mean, the
You know what?
ending.
No. I think she is the favorite part of the book.
But I will say it. I love it when I do like it whenever old people talk badly, and there's just something funny about it. And there was even another incident where, again, we're eating food, and the tables that we have are adjustable. They're on wheels, so you can move them around. And so I put this old woman's food on her table. Now she wants me to wheel the table over to her, but this is how she phrases it. She goes, "Okay, good. Now see if you can get it up and swing it over to me." That did not sound right in my head. I say that, and she goes, "Ah, you're nutty, boy." That was And sure enough, I had to deliver food to her again the next day. I go, so is it me and you again tonight, or? Like, you can't talk yourself out of this one, okay?
You know what? You deserve a bro hoof.
Let me just fill in your feeling. Let me just fill in the moral of the story with this soundbite here from SpongeBob.
Old people are the greatest.
I have officially become.
How does the rest of that go?
They're full of wisdom and experience.
Yeah. Their favorite sexual position is the 1869.
They also point out the next shot is the guy doing this.
I thought it was the Great Deep Depression.
Oh my god, Bruce, by the time the stream is over, you're never going to be going back to another convention as a guest again.
What do you think those Power Ranger guys are doing with those suits? Try me.
Okay, going back to here's a
Funny story.
Oh, wait, hold on, Jablonski. Jablonski just said funny story.
I was just told this recently. Now, I'm not going to say this is like this is pretty much a game of telephone.
Okay.
But someone that I met at this signing event mentioned that in a Q&A that they had to work out in the cold. Put two and two together. You know where I'm going.
Austin St. John told a story where they were doing press, just taking simple photos, and they had to be, in their Power Ranger suits. And they were young, okay? They were 18, and Trini is getting like a little awfully close down to his legs, and his pants went for liftoff. His pants went for liftoff. Okay.
Let's just put it this way: Jason had the Saba saber for a little while.
But luckily, though, he said Trini had a great sense of humor about it. So
May she rest in peace.
Oh my god. One question I would always ask the Power Rangers, how long does it take for you to get that suit on now that you've worn this suit like millions of times now? How long does it take you at this point?
It's
Well,
called.
I don't know.
Okay, Evan. It's called Sentai footage.
Ah. I got stock footage to do it.
Goku Sentai.
What's the helmet is on? Sentai footage.
Yeah, Skip, drop the S and go back a few letters, and you'll end up at
Yeah, that
everyone's favorite genre of
We still
anime.
need to do that show.
Oh,
save it for Hentai Night.
That hentai room.
That's what I was trying to say.
what did I get myself into? I'm mostly innocent.
We still need to have that hentai night.
That was bad.
We do. We really do.
It's gonna happen. One day we will have Hentai Night.
Here's what,
And it will be
and
glorious.
here's what will happen, ladies and gentlemen. The day the pandemic is over, we will do hentai night here on Ants.
I will do it without a shirt on and just this jacket.
I can't think of a better way of life going back to normal.
That's gonna be Hentai
That's
Night.
right.
Just gonna be me without a shirt on and just this jacket.
So you would take
Don't tell me what you're gonna do.
so you would take.
I honestly don't know
Bruce
what
will
we
be
do.
a shark.
You would take the jacket off.
It'll just be us looking at pictures of
Wait,
hens
okay,
with...
pardon me,
so-
Jablonski.
Huh?
Okay, so Evan.
It'll just be,
say you take-
it'll just
say
be
you
a
remove
whole
the
stream of us
jacket.
looking at pictures of hens with ties.
That's what we need.
I'm
He's
sorry,
trying to
Jablonski,
talk,
go on.
dude. Stop.
I know, go on.
Okay, so Evan, if you remove the jacket, does it mean you jacked it off?
I don't know, but that depends. Like, is Evan ready to have another masturbate?
I saw that coming.
Oh my god, the comment section. The comment section.
I will still never let go of that whole masturbate thing. That was great.
Cruiser, remember, he's a master debater.
No, that would be my father. Anyway,
Exactly. We should talk to Bryce. Let's see if we should talk to Bryce. We'll see if women enjoy a good masturbate. You know, do
Okay.
they? I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not totally sure.
okay, we got the thing there. Jesus Christ, how do I segue
Come on,
away
Evan,
from
it's
that?
a joke, not a dick.
Actually,
We're gonna take it so hard.
so we've been talking so much about Power Rangers. Does anybody want to hear the Power Rangers theme out of like I sing?
Go for it, man. Just can't play.
They've got power and a force I've never seen before. They've got the ability to morph and to even up the score. No one can ever bring them down. The power lies on their side. Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Shark People Rangers!
Morphin shark.
Wait, did the Power Rangers actually have like some like water rangers back in the Mighty Morphin era?
Did they? Deep sea
Now
diver
that
rangers?
Sharks is
I
gone.
thought
No,
that
no,
was, I thought that was when they were doing like the ninja thing and like they had elements.
Like I remember they had people coming in from like this water planet. Jablonski, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, this is Alien Rangers.
Rangers.
Yeah, I remember one of their villains was called the Hydro Hog.
The what?
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Jesus God, he looks like a...
That looks like as if someone made Sharpedo from Pokemon into.
Kinda does,
into a
yeah, I was
mech.
about to say.
There's another.
Bruce, how come you
Although
haven't made a
this
copy
Is that
of
one
this
of your
guy?
creations?
You know what? I think we need Slippery Shark.
Slippery
We need
shark.
Slippery Shark in our lives because
my
he's
God.
beautiful.
Oh God!
Bruce, Jablonski has a commission for
We
you.
need him. I need to make him. What is it, Commission?
I think he was joking.
Or am I?
Oh, I could make that if you wanted me to.
Bruce, don't even
Slippery
say that.
shark.
We know you can you can make pretty much anything at
He's,
this point. Like I could ask Bruce,
Including stuff he does not want to be in the same picture with.
I could make Bruce recreate this iPad, and he'd do it.
Like it's that hard. It's a square.
I saw
There's a piranha.
the Amazon. Yeah, that quote was just inevitable.
Let's see here. What else has been going on? It looks like Untitled Goose Game is getting not only a physical release, but a 2-player update.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have it for my Switch. It is a lot of fun. It's coming out. The update's coming out next month. But if anything, I'd really like to see a sequel. I know, I don't want them to go all Five Nights at Freddy's at this, where it's a sequel like every 3 months. No. But I would like to see them take the goose to an amusement park, because whenever you go to an amusement park, there's always birds and animals just walking around.
Untitled Goose Game 2, Canadian edition. Those fuckers are assholes.
If there were geese walking around Disney World, I'd be afraid to work.
Oh man, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah, geese legitimately scared the living shit out of me. I remember my uncle had a guy who had 2 pet geese, and they would always try and get me. It's so crazy.
And I can hear Evan booting up his Switch right now.
I started it through Pokemon Sword Isle of Armor before Tony Hawk comes in the mail for me.
Oh yeah, when's that coming out?
That game's coming out this Friday. But I had to get.
I want to get some.
I had to get the collector's edition mailed to me though.
Ooh.
Just hey, I'm a cruiser.
And you said this one actually come. What?
I'm sorry, I should interrupt you here. If there's anything I want to see you play, it's a game called Mama Hid My Game. The game is simple. You're a little boy, and mom hides your game, and you gotta find it.
I'm intrigued.
It's all Japanese themed.
Of course it is, because Japan.
We love you.
But I really gotta finish that Digimon game. I got 3 chapters left, and then I'm done. I like these games. They are fun. But my God, the dialogue is way too heavy. Yeah, I get it.
I have that.
That's what Japan games have. But still, like I don't need to know your life story, buddy. Just tell me the case, where I need to go, and let me.
Did you go, George? Where did you
I
go?
don't need to know your story.
I'm playing game 2.
That Stranger reminds me of Gravity Falls. You got
Wait.
that reminds me of my favorite character from Gravity Falls.
Oh,
Rumble
yeah,
McSkirmish.
Have you? And speaking of Gravity Falls, have you seen the Owl House?
I have not.
Not yet, but I know Finn. I know Finn the pony is going. Is liking it.
It's good. I had to watch recaps, but eventually I'll watch. I'll get Disney Plus again or whatever and binge it. I don't know.
Oh, Owl House.
But anyway, Cruiser, a game that I suggest you play after Digimon, Fall Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, why Jablon?
Okay, that title sounds familiar.
It's like the new game that's
Still need
like,
to play that.
Extremely popular lately.
Mario.
It's where you run through
Explain.
Okay, so think Battle Royale with Wipeout. It's a fun game.
Wipe out the game where that people get hit with things that that are clearly not hurting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, an obstacle course.
God, I hate. That's the thing I hate about Wipeout. Like the obstacles.
You guys
I'm like,
ever-
there is no
have
way
you
those guys are
played,
getting hurt.
It's not the point, dude. It's not they're getting hurt. It's that it's like America's Funniest Home Videos. Someone's like slipping and falling.
Yeah.
America's Funniest Home Videos, or as I like to
That's
call it,
basically
America's...
what Wipeout is.
Like, it's not actually.
I will admit, it is an extremely stupid concept, but playing the game, it is so much fun.
And what's
Huh?
And what system is this on?
PS4. If you have a PlayStation Plus account, you get it for free for a few more days.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
If you have
Wait, has anyone played Paper Mario
Which one?
Origami King?
no.
Is that good?
Newest one, Origami.
I heard Origami King is okay. Like, it's not bad. It's just
Oh. Visually, it's amazing. There's certain story parts that get very, surprisingly serious for a Mario game, and I love a lot. And there's a lot of individual scenes and individual bosses that are just magnificent in every possible way. Especially when you're fighting a rubber band. You're fighting a bunch of rubber bands put together. That's a rubber band man who is very. He soft shaves in. He's a show rubber band man, and the way you finish him off is like the most magical way I've ever seen any boss finished off, like in a long time. You whittle him down to where there's just a single rubber band left. He's the strongest rubber band, and you have to take the hands the origami hands that you get. You have to grab him, throw him back, and he flies away
Here
like
I
that.
thought you just throw him a biscuit.
I don't get it.
No, but I will say though, the my one complaint is it is a difficulty. With that being said, though, it's a good game.
To quote Scott the Waz, my one complaint about this game is fuck. That's my favorite.
He actually just released a new episode.
Just today?
I
Today?
haven't seen it.
What, today?
Yeah, Scott the Waz. Yeah, he's back.
Jablonski, when did you... I mean, Bruce, you watched Scott the Waz?
He's one that I've heard of, but I've not gotten to actually
He's
see
essentially
too much
like...
of.
He's essentially said to be like the
One
modern...
of the only people I read from.
He's like the modern iteration of like the AVGM with using making videos with like practical effects and like interesting like new concepts. He's up to 1 million subscribers. I don't know what. Yeah, he gets one, but Cat Icarus gets Bupkis. So Bupkis, I will say, he's also not a bad guy.
Oh, Evan's butthurt.
A lot of people are actually confused about this, but you're not a fan of him, so I wouldn't be able to know. Lego Game Good thing. I know Scott the Waz only got into one controversy.
I prefer a Dreamcast guy.
Huh?
I prefer a Dreamcast guy.
I hear you. I know Scott got into one controversy, and it was his review of Raid Shadow Legends, where he had to put an apology in the comment section because people thought he was
Really?
Okay, so here's the deal. He was reviewing Raid Shadow Legends. That's fine, but the video was kind of like making fun of people who were being sponsored by it. But so he had to make he had to make an apology in the comments, like trying to iterate what he was trying to say and everything. I mean, I heard the game's bad, but got better. But like, yeah, he had to do an apology in the video. I mean, not the video, the comment section. You can actually see it; it's still there.
One thing that I noticed with Scott the Waz is that he tends to end every video with some kind of like zinger or one-liner. But when he did his episode on streaming services, for once, it actually ended on a serious note. I mean, it was still delivered as a zinger, but he basically rates all, or at least at the time, all the streaming platforms for both movies, games, and TV shows. But then he goes, all in all, what I have to say on this is, we don't need this many! And he's actually right, okay? Like, there's, like, now, like, what, 10 different streaming platforms? And, like, at this point, it's becoming cable all over again.
Peacock is just... you gotta
even
try...
Universal just released one.
Really? What is it called?
Peacock.
Oh, yeah, Peacock. Dude, get Peacock. Peacock is good.
Yeah, Peacock, they have their own.
Yeah, Peacock is free. Sort of. I mean,
For how long?
Well, here's the thing. It's free, but you can be like get like a premium account to like unlock everything. But like, it has some pretty good titles in there. I can watch Hitchcock shit. It's really good stuff. So if you want to take a look, I recommend Peacock.
That's cool.
It has like horror movies. It's really good.
Well, speaking of streaming platforms, I actually, as I said, I would actually check out Legend of Korra on Netflix. I'm like maybe halfway through the first season, and so far, it's not bad. I'm not quite sure what people were complaining about.
Wait, which season did you say you were on again?
Because everyone just seems to think Legend of Korra first.
Jablonski, which season does it happen? Season 3?
What?
The thing
Okay, message me what you're talking about.
The thing that which season was the
It's
one
been
that
a long time.
It was which season was the one that really beefed up at the Avatar fans? I mean, like, I haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna make opinions. I'm just trying to see what I know.
Okay, message me what you're saying. It's been a while since I've seen the show.
Okay, I don't know. Like, Cruiser, if you like it, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I haven't seen it, so I can't really make judgment. It was just a series for me that didn't interest me. That was all. But yeah,
well, for me, at least so far, what I'm liking about is the new setting. While it is a bit more modern, it's not that modern. Like, yeah, they have cars, but they are extremely low quality compared to what we have today. There is radio. There's also, like, metal benders. That's pretty cool. There's this sports that they play that I liked. And the villains actually figure out a way to take away their bending powers. Like that, like, okay, this is good drama. But I'm only halfway through the first season. Definitely see how it goes for the rest of the series. But so far, I do like it. I will say that Aang's grandkids, I know Aang is dead in the series, but there's his son who's a man who has his own children, and the son looks ugly. Like, it looks ugly.
What if that was the reason why people...
We're talking like right up there with Tommy Pickles, okay?
What if that was the reason why people hated Legend of Korra, because Aang's son is ugly? He's too ugly, series bad. Then
probably, because I have to wonder if one reason why Avatar was so successful is because there was a cute factor with the characters as kids.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think it was more or less the story.
Actually,
sorry, go on.
If I remember, they just had a death battle that was with
Zuko and some other person.
I have to see it still.
Zuko and
from My Hero.
Todoroki.
I have to see it still.
I will say, whenever I just like fast forward all the way to the end to see, like, okay, how's it turn out?
That's boring.
And when I noticed where the like bar was, I said, okay, I already know where this is going.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Yeah, just don't spoil it for me. I'm still trying
to... no, to quote Rarity.
The one with fire wins.
Jesus wins.
Jesus wins.
Jesus always wins.
No. Keanu
yes,
Reeves
Evan,
wins.
so give your life
Keanu Reeves wins.
Oh, no. Because you're breathtaking.
Oh, speaking of Keanu Reeves, I was actually saying like apparently that Bill and Ted movie is actually really good, from what I've heard. Even if Keanu Reeves looks like Severus Snape, come on, there's no avoiding it. Everybody sees it. He looks like Snape.
I actually had a conversation with some people about that. They said like if they do make like some other like Harry Potter or like a prequel or something like that, he could be. Yeah, he could stay.
God, Keanu
Like
Reeves.
all we gotta
Mr.
hear him
Potter.
saying is,
Whoa,
oh,
whoa, Mr.
yeah.
Potter.
Mr. Potter.
You gotta see that video of Alan Rickman. You gotta see that video of Alan Rickman when he was doing helium on Jimmy Kimmel. It was so funny doing Snape's voice. Harry Potter.
Yeah, but before he was known for that, before he was known for that role, I knew him from Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, he was definitely good in Galaxy Quest. Die Hard.
Yes.
Die
I
Hard.
actually didn't know who Alan Rickman was before all that, and I had seen him before when my aunt was watching the movie Dogma a long time ago when I was little.
Dogma.
So I knew who Alan Rickman was. Like he was an angel. I just never knew it because like when I see Harry Potter, I'm looking at him just like I'm just right here looking at him going, I've seen this guy somewhere before. Like, and so many of my friends at the time were telling me he was in other stuff, but like I was just like, oh okay. But it never hit me of like until I saw Dogma. Like you could find it fully on YouTube. Oh, actually, speaking of which, you can't find that digitally anywhere to buy.
What, Dogma?
A fan of musicals? Oh, yes, Dogma.
Dogma. You can't find that anywhere digitally to download offline, like online. I mean,
Really?
Dogma?
Yeah. Kevin Smith sold the rights to that to whoever in like their. It's either Kevin Smith that's not allowing it to go through, or someone who owns the movie rights, or something like that. I forgot. But yeah, I was trying to find it, and I only found it on YouTube, like not to buy, like as an actual video on YouTube.
But we need Buddy Jesus.
You know that if Alan Rickman was alive today, he'd be in Jay and Silent Bob reboot somewhere.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, but alas, his last movie was
Actually,
Through the Looking Glass.
My favorite thing with Alan Rickman is although as a huge musical fan, he was an excellent Judge Turpin. Excellent Judge Turpin in Sweeney Todd.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in Sweeney.
Yeah, that's right.
Like very different singing style than the original people. They're more operatic singing, but his singing was still beautiful and matched, and very much matched Johnny Depp's singing voice immensely. And he was the most different Sweeney Todd I'd ever seen because his was more of a rock voice, and traditionally it's a operatic baritone. Like my favorite version is Return, like Omar Gur.
Okay, well, seeing how you're a musical, seeing how Bruce is a musical fan, I have a musical that I want him to watch.
Who? Tell.
Cannibal the Musical.
I knew it.
I have heard of it, but I've not seen it.
It's by the creators of South Park. It was their first movie, and it was made about the very first person in America to be convicted of cannibalism.
That sounds amazing. And hilarious. Wait, is it as funny as Reefer Madness?
Oh yeah.
Good question, because I barely remember Reefer Madness.
I know there was a musical of Reefer
But all I can tell you is
That's what I'm saying. The musical.
there's a musical.
Yep.
I wouldn't know. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But we all agree that the best musical in the world is The Final Five.
We're at the.
Sad
All right,
pants.
All right, guys, welcome to the Final Five, where we talk about our last five. It's our last 5 minutes, and we talk about stuff there. So Bruce has been a while. So Bruce, you have 1 minute to talk about anything you want to. Your time begins now.
I've missed everybody. I think you guys are insanely awesome. Everybody during pandemic, make sure to be strong. Make sure to wear your mask. Make sure to be safe. And also, I'm a shark. This guy is shark, and and a friend of mine are working on awesome shark series. I think you guys will definitely like it. So just want you guys to know it will be awesome. And also, you guys are awesome. No, not just awesome. Quote, great and powerful breeze.
More breathtaking.
Time.
More
Okay,
breathtaking.
so I guess Kuma will be going next. Kuma, you have 1 minute to talk about anything you want. Your time begins now.
Okay, actually, the same with Bruce. I've actually been trying to write something as well too, and or I've actually been doing writings of a lot of stuff. But I usually will sometimes make up the character and then make up stories. This time I kind of did the opposite, and I was on DeviantArt and just looking at art that people are auctioning off and stuff like that. So I bought someone's character that they didn't want and everything like that, and basically built a story around her. So this is it.
Ooh,
Ooh,
she,
nice.
I call her Mistral, which is something to do with wind and everything. So the concept of the story is supposed to be fantasy and witchery kind of stuff like that, mixed in with modern cyberpunk kind of stuff, where nature and tech kind of fuse together to make a new kind of energy source, basically.
Sounds kinky.
Time. All right, so I guess next up would be Mr. Jubble Jib. Just say something, Jablonski.
J-balls.
Yeah, I really got nothing going on outside of school. But I'm gonna play a little ditty.
ooh. Does he get it right?
But yeah, in all seriousness, I'm going to pay and remember, children. It's about flu season is about to start to kick up. So what you do, boys and girls, is drink your motherfucking drugs.
Mm-hmm.
One day I gotta get a recording.
And also,
Yeah.
my girlfriend's a goofy goober.
I gotta remember to get a
Also, my
recording of
girlfriend
little.
is a goofy goober.
I also gotta remember a recording of little kids saying that quote for you, Jablonski. Okay, Cruiser, Mr. Blue Shirt dressed as Pro Jared. Let's go.
Okay, I just received a music clip from Prince Whatever for my top 10 disappointing songs in MLP video coming soon, as well as I'll be going to Orlando again in 2 weeks with my brother and my dad, and still working on Park Pass. We just got another script from Raul, which we will be going over. And hopefully when this pandemic is over, we can finally get started on our first short feature.
Precisely. It's gonna be out there.
That's awesome.
All right, that only leaves.
Yeah,
I'm so
that
bad.
deserves all the dab.
Okay, my turn. So yeah, I took a little bit of a break this week because I was a little bit exhausted. I had stuff to take care of, but Mystery Burner Theater sitting is almost done. I just got to get a couple of re-recordings, and I got to animate some sequences, and it should be done. The story portion is looking good. I got Bright Ideas recording, like I said last time, and things are looking really good as well. You know, the usual stuff. So I'll keep you guys posted. Again, I'm going through a lot there. It's a huge thing going on here. Remembering Chadwick Boseman. So yeah, keep strong out there, ladies and gentlemen. Things are going to be fine. We're gonna get through this together. etc., etc. So then I'm just going to close that solemnly. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna try. Okay. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it, makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? This is where I grew up. I think the.
I swear it gets shorter and shorter every week.
Song. Yeah, last time I did it as Batman. It was the best. It's such a dumb song.